how did you get into F&B?
I never thought that I'm going to be serving alcohol and food one day. Yeah, I think it started at 2017. I was coding in a company and I had my own startups before that. It was good, but I think it was boring.
Hi Prasanna, welcome to Unfiltered Frequency.
Hi.
How have you been?
All good? Excellent.
Yeah. First of all, congratulations for this new place called Hamilton. It's beautiful. It's, I would say it's classy. I've loved every aspect of this place.
Thank you.
Yeah, before we dive into a lot of major questions that I have in my mind for you, I'm gonna start with where do you come from? Where does Prasanna come from?
That's there in the brand also, I think, right? Yes, brought up both in Bangalore. I think it's been 34 years of Bangalore life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, technically from Bangalore.
Okay.
Yeah.
How has travel played a big aspect in your life?
Personally or for the
Both
business?
ways. Let's go both ways.
I think travel is going to be for my first priority. If you ask me the most thing I spend money on, I think that's going to be travel. Considering I think it's inspires your day-to-day, the way you want to live and the way you want to run your business or whatever, right? I think travel being the first priority for me all the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is that one place that you would love to go back again and again out of all the travels that you've done?
I think I've been 5 times to Ladakh.
Okay.
I'm still going again next month.
Oh wow. Are you bike riding?
I did,
Yeah?
but I don't really enjoy bike riding. But I think that place always brings, I don't know, something creates within yourself. I don't know what.
Beautiful.
Yeah, mountains generally I like, but I think Ladakh has something else.
You got married in mountains though.
Yeah, of course.
Yes, so that has to.
Yeah.
So, how did you get into F&B? What was the whole concept of you getting inside F&B? Were you always interested in F&B, or you were an engineer, or you were doing something else and then you decided let's do something else?
Yeah, I never thought that I'm going to be serving alcohol and food one day. Yeah, I think it started at 2017. I was coding in a company and I had my own startups before that. It was good, but I think it was boring.
Okay.
Right, and then we had some challenging brand come back to me and say that why don't you partner with us to take this place up, because we are completely drowning right now.
Okay.
That was my first opportunity to get into F&B. And 2017 till 2020, I think we ran a brand which was inside a commercial mall.
Okay.
Surrounded by tech parks.
Okay.
Right. I think it took some while for me to understand things, because computers and people and food and drinks, it's all, way too different, right? So 2020 we started this brand, Bangalore Brewing Company. Yeah, and now we are sailing with that.
So from club to a brewery, it's a complete different section altogether. What is that one advice you would like to give to the new guys, like to a new guy who wants to start getting into an F&B industry? Like, should he start with a club? Should he start with a bar? Should he start with a brewing company? What would be your take?
I'll tell you a funny thing that happened like few days back. Someone came to me and asked me, I want to open a bar.
Okay.
Give me advice. Actually, I'm not an expert to give an advice, but yeah, I'll still tell you whatever my experience. The first thing I told him, imagine yourself a drunk version of you,
Okay.
multiplied by 100 people or 1,000 people as per their capacity, handling them every day. Jokes apart, but I think that's a honest truth. It is not just one day or just an inspiration to start, but if you're willing to run this marathon forever, I think F&B is a space for you. It's just not one day business, right? Of course, you should fall in love with this business, otherwise you cannot do this.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
There are times that initially when we started, I had to, I served my customers, I've cleared the tables, I've taken the orders, I've worked inside the bar, and that's how I think I could understand how things works. So if you have this passion within you, I think that's the green signal to start.
Okay.
Yeah, and it could be a bar, it could be a F&B, it could be a restaurant, or it could be a club. But I think for me, bar motivates a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, because it has a lot of things. It has food, it has drinks, it has music, it has got events. It's a lot of verticals within to play with.
Okay. Cheers to Hamilton though.
Cheers.
Yes. So what's your favorite cocktail over here that you would suggest some?
I think this one is my favorite.
Okay, what's it called?
It's called Smoke Monarchy.
Okay.
Right. It's with bourbon and a root called vetiver.
Okay.
And a few bitters in that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And spirit forward.
Nice. So
that as well.
Uh-huh.
But I would suggest for someone who likes a more sweeter side.
Got it.
Yeah, this one goes for more bitterness and little spirit forward.
I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're more like you want to have that little taste in your mouth of spirit, you go for that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And if you're a whiskey drinker,
I like whiskey, so I think I will.
then definitely you should try this. We should. No, I don't want to change it, but I'll give you another one.
All right. So BLR Brewing Company, how did that start? What was your thought process behind it? Because you were coming from a club and then you started, let's do a brewing. Which was the first BLR and how did you go about it?
So 2020, I think we started. 2019, end of the year, I think we first opened Bangalore Brewing Company. Yeah, BLR Brewing Company in Electronic City, right? So this was when I was completely moved out of tech or IT, right? And then I said, okay, I'm doing decent in F&B. It's time now for me to take another outlet because I'm able to handle things, so we can scale. But I didn't want to scale the same brand where I was helping another brand. It was not my baby, but just let me do something of my own. So the first thought was like I should be the best of Bangalore. You know, the overconfidence sometimes. Yeah. So I said, let me think of a name, and I said, no, I think I'm from Bangalore and I like the Bangalore elements. I like the way it's called as Garden City, right? So let's name it as Bangalore Brewing Company. And the name was too bigger. I said, no, let's call it BLR. It's a code of Bangalore. Right? Okay, let's start BLR Brewing. So 2019 we started, and then 3 months we took off, amazing, great business, and then the COVID came. We shut.
Oh, yeah. And that's how basically, yeah.
Yes, so that's how BLR Brewing started.
Okay.
And I think after COVID we restarted, and then we opened every year one outlet. And now we're going to be opening 5th outlet of Bangalore Brewing Company. And I also run other 2 brands, that is Beanlore Coffee Roasters. And
I love that coffee. I think I texted you as well.
Thank you.
One of the days that I really love this coffee over here.
Thank you. And now we are sitting in Hamilton. It's another brand.
Nice.
Yeah. Bangalore Brewing Company being the primary brand for us as a business. I think that takes care of complete bread and butter of the entity.
I'm going to ask you one tricky question.
Yeah.
Like it's like asking your mother who's your favorite child. Okay. Out of all the BLR that you've opened, which is your favorite BLR? Now this could get tricky because you have a lot of people working here with you as a family. So tell me, which is your favorite BLR? I can edit it also.
No. I mean, it's totally fine. But I cannot say it's my favorite any particular outlet. But I think for me, Electronic City is very emotional because it's my first baby. Yeah, of course, every parent has the
first baby as
their soft corner towards the first baby, right? Whatever that baby does, it's like you get everything. But yeah, for me, that place was very emotional to me. I think I would say I cannot miss out going to Electronic City outlet. But yeah, I think every outlet is designed in different ways. Right? I think it has got its own elements, like Whitefield has got a waterfall, and in Kanakpur Road has got a lot of trees in it. We have a koi pond over there, which is a primary element over there.
Okay.
And HSR Layout is like a small outlet, but still we try to fill in a lot of gardens, right, where startup employees comes in over there to dine in. So each and every outlet is designed in different ways. But for me, I think Electronic City is very emotional.
Nice. How did this whole concept of Hamilton come into place? You had BLR, you had Beanlore. What made you start something called a Hamilton, and why did this name Hamilton?
We don't have any space which has completely for the music. And secondly, I always loved jazz music. Also, different genre music but I think I always had a love towards the jazz. Bangalore Brewing Company is not a music venue as in such, but yes, we host a lot of events, but not like a larger events where everything is designed as per the sound requirement and all that. This place, I think, let's design in such a way that everyone who loves jazz music comes to this place. At the same time, we also need a cocktail-driven space. So Bangalore Brewing is not just a cocktail-driven space. It's just about food. It's about cocktail, primarily about the beers.
Yes,
right. But now, since the cocktail things are rising up day by day as a trend, so we thought let's combine music, let's combine cocktail, start something new. Nice. So that's when Hamilton started. And the reason behind the Hamilton name is I think we wanted some concept for the bar. I mean, this looks like a British space, right? Inspired by English, old European colonial. So we brought in a Hamilton which can sound more of like a space which is old eras, classical space. Of course, modern things are installed right now, but that's one of the reasons why I got this name. Yeah.
So were you ever a musician?
I shouldn't.
Little insight that I've got. Even I don't know. So were you a musician before, or you wanted to start a band, or you wanted to be a DJ, or you wanted to get into music?
Honestly, when I was working, I mean, before the business, right? I think I had a lot of time. I mean, when you work, you get time. It's 9 to 6 job, and then you go home, and then you have time.
Yeah.
So I used to play guitar.
Okay.
Right? But then
I think we have a guitar here. Maybe we should get you to play a guitar.
No. Sorry. No? I lost touch. Now I'm good at drinking cocktails and making beers, right? Anyway, so I mean, this is no more my cup of tea. I can't do that. But I think I used to play guitar.
Okay.
Then I picked up drums in between, and I started business that has to park aside. Now all of them I have still. It's all a showpiece at my home.
Okay.
Yeah. But then in between I also started DJing. Because I had some free space. I said let's do DJing. But I could understand the music easily because I was playing guitar and drums. I'm sure you also DJ, so you know how it works.
Yeah.
Right. But again, it's not my cup of tea. I think I should leave it to the experts like you.
Thank you.
But yes, I love music, and I think I enjoy each and every genre out there. I do not differentiate, okay, this is the only thing I like or this is not. There are days I like jazz, there are days I like technos, there are days I like completely soulful Bollywood music. And yes, I'm a Tamilian, I also like regional music, right? Yeah. So I love music.
Beautiful. How important is music? I'm going to split it into two different sections. How important is music at a venue to begin with? And then I will change it into something else.
Honestly, I think that's the primary thing. Someone walks in as a guest, I think he can drink, eat anywhere across his space, right?
Correct.
But he is coming out because he needs a change. He really needs a break from what is he doing regularly. So when he comes in, sit down, and then he orders a drink and he has a food, I think the only thing that can hold him for a long time within your space is because of the vibe that you can create. So I believe the primary vibe that can come is only through music, right? Of course, ambience adds up, and your whether you scatter them, the service, everything matters. But I think primarily music plays a very important role. Imagine you go sit in a fish market. I mean, just imagine we two sitting like this in a fish market. You enjoy drinking?
No,
absolutely not. My drink has no value to it.
Correct, yeah.
But just switch on a little bit of jazz music and let's have this conversation. I think you will love it more.
Yeah.
Right. So for me, I think music plays a primary role setting up a vibe of the place.
And how important it is for you to have a good sound system?
Oh, please do not compromise on money there if you really want to have a good experience inside your place. For me, it's always a go-to man, Vasi Khan. Right? I mean, I just call him and say, Rasi, I want this sound, I want the best sound. And I don't get into details because, as I said, I leave it to the experts. But do not compromise on sound systems. And I was never believed what is acoustics before I met Vasi. But I think Vasi got me, I mean, he kind of educated me saying that this is important, right? He kind of explained how it is good in listening to in headphones, how good in a laptop or maybe a loud system, right? I think the person who explained this, and I did accept. I didn't want to fight. Because at the end of the day, somebody is saying good to you. I think you should accept and learn from it. Right. So I think you shouldn't compromise on a sound system plus acoustics.
Got it. Yeah.
There are times that you cannot do acoustics, like an outdoor place. But I think as an indoor space, I think I would say we should never compromise on it. Yeah. I would never.
I'm glad to hear that. So I'm gonna ask you this question, like, how has it been working with Atomik so far?
My relationship with Atomik or say Vasi goes all the way 7 years from now. And one of the nightclubs I wanted to go check out before I opened my first space. I was redesigning my space, thing that had a good music system and things like that. I went in, I asked this guy who designed this space. They're like, no, Vasi. I called him, I said, I'm doing a club, which is like an add-on business for my brewery that I was running that time.
Okay.
And he said, okay, let's meet. The first thing he came and said is like, I don't want to work here. I'm like, hello, I'm giving you business, right? You can't say this. He said like, hold on a minute, I'm telling you this because this place is not designed according to what I want, right? and I don't want to give a sound which can compromise on my own technical aspects, right? So you design the space according to me, I'll take up this project. So that's when we started saying, okay, let me understand how it works and everything. So yeah, I think 2017, that's when I met Vasi.
Okay.
It goes all the back 7 years now. I think we never got into any other brand. It's a trust and a relationship that we both hold as a, maybe as a brand and also as individuals.
Ah.
Yeah, it's always my go-to person I call. Yeah.
We're glad to hear that.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Prasanna. Thank you for doing this for us.
My pleasure.
Yeah. And that's about it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for having us here as well. And I love the place. I'm
Awesome.
gonna come back. I'm gonna play for you also someday.
Done,
Yeah.
definitely. Looking
Cool.
forward.
Thank you.
Yeah.